Hi, hello there, Internet. How are you today? I'm aware that the world is kind of on fire. A lot of things have gone down in the last 2 weeks. Not really interested in talking about it at all. Like, at all. I mainly just sleep all day. One time I just opened Tumblr, and the first video that pops up on autoplay is a video of cops running over protesters. And it's just on autoplay right there as I open my computer. It's like you almost can't escape all this shit. And I'm just not in the frame of mind to talk about this or go into a back and forth. I'm just not interested in that right now. So a couple of weeks ago, I meant to make a video on this French soap opera, but then Joe Biden decided to ruin my fucking plans. I got the weirdest diss ever, and I decided to take that person up on their challenge. I decided to get back into knitting, and now my girl Tiffany is all ready for Pride. Who else is ready for Pride? Lola and Maya, they finally kind of got together. They kissed. So the last time we talked, I said that if I were in Maya's situation, I'd understand how she was reacting to Lola because I wouldn't want to date an addict. I don't mean if somebody is an addict or was an addict, but they've been clean for a few years and they have really good coping mechanisms. Maybe every once in a while they still get tempted and they still have to fight against their urge to succumb to their addictions, but they have other coping mechanisms in place. That's one thing. If they're like still actively an addict, and if anytime they feel sad or upset in any way, their first response is to react in a very self-destructive way, get high, get drunk, that's a little bit concerning for me. She was mean to Maya once, right? At first when she meets Maya, Maya doesn't know that she is still an alcoholic or whatever the fuck. She thinks that Lola doesn't drink at all. But then she wakes up in Maya's bed and she had called Maya when she was drunk and high. And then when Maya ghosts her, then she gets drunk and high again and completely tells Maya off. It wasn't just that one bad interaction, though. That interaction wasn't very good, so I understand her keeping her distance. And since this is Lola's season and we're seeing everything through her perspective, I know that it's more of a pattern than even Maya does. Like, Maya doesn't know about how she treated her sister, how she ruined the funeral. She doesn't know about Tiff. Well, she does kind of know about Tiff because I really like how her friends, God, am I pronouncing his name correctly? Seku? He helped hijack that Instagram hate account, and he did the Instagram hate account properly. If you remember last time, I did say that when you make an Instagram hate account, you have to make sure that those pictures look embarrassing. You can't just post pictures of the person that you're hating on when they look super cute. That's not how that works. That doesn't make any sense. But what I meant about she doesn't know about Tiffany, Maya doesn't know that Lola started things with Tiff. And Lola talked to Tiff and she was like, I'm gonna be the better person. I own up to the whole Instagram hate account thing, but I don't want to be like you. I don't want to sink to your level. And I'm like, bitch, you hit her. She was trying to be nice to you and you hit her. Was there ever an apology for that? Because I don't remember if there was, in fact, an apology for that. I know I came to Tiff's defense, egg on my face. I thought that maybe it wasn't going to be her Instagram account. It was going to be like plot twist. It was one of Tiff's friends who set up the Instagram hate account in Tiff's defense, and Tiff herself would never do that. And like right before my video posted on YouTube, we see that clip of Tiff taking a picture and making fun of the girls for being poor. This show is very, very, very oversaturated with problems, and if we could just like trim the fat, this was the first storyline that I would just take out completely. We already got kind of a story like this with the female rivalry in season 1, where you have Eva, Ingrid, Eben. Nothing's gonna top Eben's period blood hate letter. Nothing, okay? So like, why even try to have another storyline that's similar to that? And then it ends with girls realizing that girls have to unite. What was the line?
Vi jentene, vi må begynne å stå litt mer sammen. Enig? Enig.
Yes, here, Eben. Hear, hear. Though to that effect, I do like when Lola and Daphne, I think we see them watching TV together. It was after we find out that Daphne has an eating disorder. She's anorexic and bulimic. There was a nice moment between the two girls, and I think that Lola was wearing a shirt that said Women Unite. I thought that was sweet. So the girls are poor now. They can't afford to buy groceries, and now they have to eat pasta with no sauce. Except Daphne isn't really eating, or she like binge eats junk food and then throws up in a trash bag instead of throwing up in the toilet. Oh yeah, and she broke up with Basil because he was asking too many questions. But on top of that, we find out that the reason why they are so broke is because the dad has not gone to work in a month. And Daphne asks, hey, if you're not at work and you're not at home, where the hell are you? And we don't get an answer to that question. Are we going to get an answer to that question? I don't know, but I've already decided that the real answer to that question is he is having a foursome with Lola's biological dad, and then with his dad, and with her mom. And then maybe when Lola's mom found out about this, she had like a heart attack or something. That's why she really died. She died of a broken heart. She didn't die because she's an addict or because of poor health. Maybe there's going to be another plot twist surrounding that. Just you wait, guys. Just you wait. I'm sorry that my video is a disorganized hot mess. I don't know, this show has kind of descended into being a disorganized hot mess. What do you guys think? Because like, I remember when the original season 4 was going down, and I felt similarly, I guess, to season 4, except my big issue with season 4 was that it didn't feel like Sauna's season, and it felt like a hot mess. One of the comments that I made like 3 years ago was like, felt like I was watching an episode of Skins because like all of these extreme problems were just piling on, and they were just written as shock value, like, bet you didn't see that coming, but then there wouldn't be much follow through and we wouldn't really see how that changes the characters and how it causes them to develop, or those plot twists weren't used to explore the characters in any new way. They were just used to subvert our expectations. And this one definitely feels like Lola's season, but it also does feel kind of like a hot mess, but there are elements of this show that I still like. I just don't think that it's possible to explore everything that was brought up with any sort of depth, because we only have 20 minutes per episode and we have only a few episodes left. And I think that instead of like following through with what we already have, we're just going to get more conflicts and more and more and more, and it's just going to compound. We're still no closer to finding out who her biological dad is. We have no idea what's going on with her dad that she actually lives with. And the last time I talked to you, the episode ended with Lola almost getting raped. She almost got raped. We haven't even talked about it. I do like that she and Elliot, their relationship seems really good. I like their relationship a lot so far. And I like that he encouraged her to still get tested even though it would expose the fact that she had relapsed. However, they didn't even talk about, so why'd you call me and not the cops? Is it because she distrusts the cops? Is it because she was drunk and high and she was worried that if she called the cops then she would be in trouble? What's going on there? That hasn't been talked about at all whatsoever, and he didn't encourage her to file a police report, and we have no follow through on that storyline, and that's really frustrating. I just really wish that either they could have just not written that at all, or if they're going to write something like really traumatic like that for the character, follow through with that. That happened, what, at the end of episode 4 or something? Episode 4, episode 5, whatever. You had like 5 more episodes to deal with that in depth, and then you didn't. If that was just there to like really introduce the Lola and Elliot relationship, you could have done that another way. You don't need to make the plot go in a very extreme way just to introduce Elliot as the savior and have them get to know each other better or whatever. you know? But saying that, oh, we got that whole Polaris kiss. I already knew about that before you guys commented on that, but I would prefer it if you guys didn't talk about spoilers at all. But yeah, I did say that I will judge that scene in context, and it doesn't look like a big deal. Lulu was there with Elliot when he asked her to act in the film, and he must have read the script. I don't think that there was anything shady, but I don't know. I just felt like it was more or less benign, but I think that's because like I heard about the controversy first. So then when I got the scene, it didn't match the controversy in my head. So really it doesn't look like they're doing a love triangle with these three. And the way that they shot the kiss, it didn't look super romantic. It was pretty clear that she had feelings for Maya. I think that Elliot knew. It seems fine.
Je sais que tu tiens à elle. Et que ça fait chier. Mais elle a le droit d'être avec quelqu'un qui sera là pour elle. Qui prendra soin d'elle et qui se rendra compte que elle a de la chance d'être avec une fille comme Maya. Tu comprends?
Putain, c'était quoi les gars? J'ai fait le tour 2 fois!
I actually agreed with what Max said. However, he said that he thought that Lola would be toxic for her and that she deserved to be with somebody who didn't treat her like that. I'm not interested in the whole like one strike you're out. As I said with Lola, it is more of a pattern than Maya knows. But with Maya, she immediately got a new girlfriend like that. It's like, who the hell is this girl? When did she meet her? Is Maya one of those people who can't be single for more than 5 minutes? But I like that there wasn't any cheating there, and it looks like that relationship has come to an end. Bye, Shar. I just wanted to edit in and add that I agreed with Max in the sense that if Maya were my friend and if I were in his shoes, I would give Maya the same advice about Lola. I would also be very wary of Lola. However, I do want to make it clear that I do still ship them. I still do really like Maya and Lola. And I mentioned earlier on in this video, oh, well, they had their first kiss at the end of episode 7. That's pretty late. But I think it works well with the characters because Lola has been very self-destructive in the first half of the season. But we see there's a turning point after episode 5, I believe, and she's starting to take more responsibility with her decision. She is taking care of the people around her. Even though I do feel like this season's like oversaturated with a bunch of conflict. With Daphne's eating disorder, we're seeing like the shoe is on the other foot. Now it's not just Daphne trying to figure out how to take care of Lola with her drug addiction. Now it's Lola trying to figure out how to take care of Daphne. And I like seeing that she's not just the one being taken care of, she's also taking care of the people around her. We are seeing Lola deal with her problems in a more constructive way. And it was a little bit frustrating that we didn't get a kiss at the end of episode 6, but I think it works because one, now there's no cheating in the storyline, which is great. But also, at the end of episode 6, Lola made it very clear that she wants to be with Maya. And that wasn't the issue with their relationship. That wasn't why they weren't together. They weren't together because Maya was worried about how she would be treated in that relationship. So when Lola came to the store to talk to Maya, she was very selfless. She didn't try to make any moves towards Maya. She didn't hit on Maya. She told Maya that she's happy for her and that she wants Maya to be happy. And I think that that shows a lot of maturity and a lot of growth, because if you really care about somebody, if you really love somebody, you will want them to be happy no matter what. Even if that means that they're not going to be happy with you, if that means that they're going to be happy with somebody else, as much as that might hurt, you should rather want that than have them be with you and be miserable. So I think it's good that she had that conversation with Maya at the store, and that was the big turning point in their relationship, and that's why they got together now. And what do you guys think of the first kiss? There was like this blue line between Maya and Lola. I'm interested in seeing how the relationship will progress from here. Hopefully they don't break up 5 minutes later. Thanks for watching.